More breaking news out of the NFL here on Tuesday, where Stefon Diggs has agreed to a 3-year, $69 million contract with the Patriots. That's been confirmed by our Jonathan Jones. The deal includes $26 million guaranteed. The former All-Pro wideout spent last season with the Texans, suffering a season-ending torn ACL in late October. It's still unknown whether Diggs will be ready for Week 1 of this regular season. Jonathan Jones back in the mix to react. JJ, as we process this news in real time, what does the structure of that deal tell you?
It tells me that this is probably more realistically a 2-year deal for Stefon Diggs. There has to be some protection, some insurance for the New England Patriots. Look, this is also something that the Patriots just needed. This is not a very good wide receiver room for New England. This is now you want to call it the third wave of free agency. This is an aging wide receiver, someone with a lot of pelts on the wall in Stefon Diggs, who is coming off an ACL, so you're going to have to spend a little bit in order to make sure that you get him, in order to make sure that you respect what he's been able to put out there on the field over the past couple of years. And frankly, you were hoping a great deal that he is going to return as healthy as ever. So this sort of 3-year, $69 million contract, once we really get the terms of it, it's probably going to be something more like a 2-year deal, and then a we'll see after that for Diggs and the Patriots.
Yeah, it's a 4-time Pro Bowler here coming off an injury, as you said, but a name brand wide receiver, one that brings a bit of that wide receiver je ne sais quoi, if you will, with him. All the good, all the bad that sometimes comes with that as well. I only offer that to ask you, this is a departure from, quote unquote, the Patriot way. Prioritizing a name brand wide receiver isn't something that we're used to with this franchise. Is it further indication that Mike Vrabel, yes, is going to do things the way the Patriots have, but also going to do things his way?
Yeah, I think so. I think so for sure. Look, this is also a group that they wanted to get DK Metcalf, right? Before Mike Vrabel got there and before he signed a deal with the San Francisco 49ers, they wanted to get Brandon Ayuk. They have been trying to get a wide receiver to come there. Calvin Ridley, right? They were willing to overspend on Calvin Ridley. One thing that has really gotten the Patriots, and look, this is not just a New England problem or a Massachusetts problem. A number of states have this issue when it comes to players, is a state income tax. And so when you get into these sort of bidding wars for players against a team that is located in Nevada, that is in Tennessee, that's in Florida, you're going to have a tough go at it, right? They could have been in the market with a Chris Godwin. They were in the market for a Chris Godwin. You have to really overpay what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are willing to do. Understand, 1, it's a hometown discount. 2, there's familiarity. And then 3, he's taking home a lot more money, even if he is discounted, in Tampa than he would in Massachusetts. All of those things have been sort of working against the Patriots from before Mike Vrabel and certainly during Mike Vrabel's short tenure now as head coach there. But when you consider, again, their wide receiver room, a group that desperately needs talent, names, whatever you want to say, then you have to go out there and you have to spend on a guy like Stefon Diggs. And you have to hope, going into his age 32 season, that he will continue to have the 1,000-yard receiving seasons that he had before he tore his ACL there in Houston about midway through the year.
And get the sophomore quarterback and Drake May a target to throw to. Maybe that pushes them even further towards tackle in this year's upcoming draft. Also taxing an offense in Houston here, confirmed no more Stefon Diggs. And a tackle that's gone, another severe injury to that wide receiver core. We'll see how they put things around C.J. Stroud. Jonathan Jones, thank you as always. The ripple effect everywhere, always interesting, and the Patriots hoping that this is a positive effect on their offense. The addition of Stefon Diggs, hopeful to change these numbers. Offensive ranks a year ago, was a rookie quarterback trying to find his. There were flickers, there were flashes, perhaps consistency for Drake May this year.